This historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane, to Wilson and Alvarez. Camp Randall Stadium in Madtown, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Badgers offense will start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. He wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Safe completion on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Badgers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badgers! What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball. And this offense right now is in a groove early.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. So the Washington Huskies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Huskies moving quickly to the line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got it in the middle, it's Shaw. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll run it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They want to get this defense on its heels. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He's going to run it. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires to the big fella.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Throws to the back. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Washington wants to go quickly. Off the play fake on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hicks. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkill. That guy was throwing seeds at the...
Hit the afterburners, kid. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
That is a great example of the D-line playing with tremendous awareness. That player knew he was not going to get to the quarterback. Wasn't going to sack him. So he slowed himself down, got under control, located the quarterback, and then got his big paws in the air to knock him down.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Working that left side now.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And he's for a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Washington right back to the line. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Finds space on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. And he's brought down and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on it.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 25, he's got room. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's the handoff. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Going to try to get it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Never a doubt. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out from deep. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Badgers will hustle to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. They're bringing heat. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Badger!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on it.
And he's running in the open. And he's brought down after a huge completion. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Shaw. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they made it to the house with a points waiting on him.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on 1st down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And, you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing.
The Badgers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Excellent field position here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got him downfield. Running toward the tape. The 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Comes out throwing on first down. Holds it in on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and 10 just outside the 30. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. And the Badgers racing to the line in a hurry-up. On second down, wants to throw. On target. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber in the Giants, Frank Gore in the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing.
Trying to find his man on first down. Touchdown, Badger! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants. Buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensive. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On the run, fires downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Holds and fires complete to the right.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that,
Ball's out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
man, and it was just...
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
That's caught. It's off. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Washington wants to go quickly. Quarterback on the keeper. Pirouettes through. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, they go back to the option play. Now, this is the second time, Pollock, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right in the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make a big game.
tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Demania. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB. If you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Washington right back to the line.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Knocked down for the tackle.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's going to run it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got it down the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell, but good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Shaw. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It doesn't get any better for the defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Badger! They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
On second down, looking to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for once.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little far. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why
He's loose. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They want that clock to run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Power football with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
And I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterback play. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense. But this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Touchdown, Badger! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Man, and these are the situations. They know you're kicking an onside. You got to get it. You got to find a way to get the football. How about it? Get the kick. Get a good bounce. Everybody's flying down the field. Ball bouncing all over the place. You fall on it. Offense has another chance to put some points on the board.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly...
Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Strikes the blow.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Offense set on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Shaw. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. One more play to pad the stats. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having to